There's certain places in the world that have a pull to them, a tug on your soul. They pull you in and sometimes do a number on you. They're talking to you, but you can't understand what words they're saying. But you get that feeling that they're pulling you in. And you might start thinking after a while that you belong there. Or maybe you don't. And that's pretty much how I feel about this area. This Arabia Mountain.
So, Kyle and Maria, I wanted to ask you guys why you wanted us to come out and investigate this evening.
Ever since we have been here, we like it here and feel good here, but we started noticing things on this stretch of road, and odd things, and maybe little mysteries that have been happening. Isn't that fair to say? Just strange things have happened, and we started thinking about the history of the area and maybe what was here before us, or what happened here we don't know about, and thought maybe we could get some sort of light shed on the situation, or at least try to see if anybody else sensed these things.
So, can you tell us about some of the strange occurrences and things that have happened here?
So, not too long ago, like just a month ago, just to the left of our property, just to the north, I noticed the traffic had slowed down, and I was the only one home, and I wandered out there, and lo and behold, I couldn't believe it. Right past the driveway was a car upside down. It had gone upside down some way, slid, gone up the bank and into a tree upside down. As far as I know, nobody was hurt. There was no other cars involved. And this road out here is straight and it's level. There's not a lot of things on a straight stretch of road that are going to cause you to consistently flip over. And there's been numerous cars that have flipped or slid upside down, or all of a sudden it's veered off out of the road. And they all have said similar stuff. There's something in the road. The road opened up. Something ran out of the woods. But then, what I've been told, nobody ever sees what it is.
Yeah, so we had an officer come to the property recently that we called for an unrelated incident, and he was telling Kyle,
don't take this the wrong way, but it's something going on right here with that road, man. Bruh. It's just weird, man. It's weird. Every time it's been one car accident going straight down the road, nobody never been hurt. Every time nobody get hurt. I done did about 6 or 7 wrecks here. And every time they wreck over here, I come here just to see what's going on. And it's been that way every time. I don't. Every time I came to do the accident, you know what they told me? Something jumped up in the road and flipped my car over, something hit my car, and maybe this was the weirdest one. The car flipped over. Like somebody picked that car up and turned it upside down. The lady said the road went down in a deep dip, and she snatched the wheel and the car flipped over. But this is the thing. You see how small that road is, right? If a car dip or whatever and flip over, wouldn't it kind of go off the side of the road or go over here or go somewhere? It was in their lane upside down, like a giant had picked it up and flipped it over and set baby. It was a baby in the car seat and 3 children and the wife. Nobody got hurt. Every wreck, nobody gets scratched. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is.
Today we've got a couple of night vision cameras set up behind you. They're going to cover the road and the house based on what you've told us. So with any luck, hopefully we'll catch some evidence tonight and figure out what's going on.
Okay, hopefully we can figure it out.
Now, have you had any other activity, not on the road per se, but around the property?
Well, I always have a sense sometimes when I'm outside by myself, especially near the clothesline area or other parts of the property. And in my peripheral, I'll see someone and I think it's Kyle or someone else, and I'll look up and no one's there.
You said you thought you saw me walking in the yard, but it wasn't me.
Right.
And
Just numerous times.
So I brought you guys over here to this part of the property because when I did my walk around earlier today, I kind of felt like there might be something here, some kind of activity or some spirit. So I'd like to try and communicate with it with EchoVox. So my name's Clint. I'm here with Heather and Kyle and Maria. We're not here to harm you or hurt you or anything, but we'd like to communicate. Is there a spirit here that would like to communicate with us?
Sometimes I feel like I'm being watched in this area. Is there someone watching me?
Is there a spirit in the road?
does the road run along something that was important?
Car, people, native. So the word native came out. I felt a native spirit. And I do feel like there's an old spirit on the property. And I feel like that's what's around the road. Personally, that was not an appropriate word. So I heard something come out of here that I don't like, so I'm going to shut this off.
I heard it too.
Yeah, so when we hear negative things come out, we decide to turn it off and stop using it.
Okay.
Just because you don't know what's starting to come through. I feel like the spirit here that's native it's just where he lived. You know, it's just he's going about his business like he did any other time. And I feel like the reason people see things in the road is because he's either crossing the road or he's chased something across the road, and that's what's causing the accidents.
And do you ever think about why might the spirit stay in a certain place? Do you think perhaps they linger where they were, or?
Sometimes they may not be aware that they've passed on. They're just carrying on as if they were still alive. And they have no clue that time has passed and that they've been gone. They've passed on. So it could be that that's the case. It could also be a residual haunting where it's not necessarily an intelligent spirit that can interact with us. It's a recording playing over and over again of actions that have gone on before, that have imprinted themselves on the location. And so it just plays like a tape. So it could be that.
I feel like the mountain has pulled certain types of people in for a long time. I think there's people here that are oblivious to it all. On the other hand, certain kind of people have certain kind of antennas that latch onto these signals or calls. I think maybe that was what's pulling us here, but I feel like over history, it's done that to lots of people for whatever reason, and I feel like I'm supposed to be here, at least right now. I wonder if I'll be here a long time. Yeah. I wonder what's gonna happen next. There's certain places in the world that have a pull to them, a tug on your soul. And that's pretty much how I feel about this area. This Arabia Mountain. It has a strong pull on me, and I don't exactly know who or just what is doing the pulling.